The bright lights of Los Angeles once again illuminated one of the NBA's most anticipated matchups as the Dallas Mavericks marched into Crypto.com Arena and delivered a commanding 124-104 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers, a result that echoed far beyond the final buzzer. What was expected to be a tightly contested showdown between Western Conference rivals instead turned into a statement performance by Dallas. A game defined by offensive precision, relentless pace, and a defensive discipline that gradually suffocated the Lakers' rhythm. From the opening tip to the closing minutes, the Mavericks demonstrated why they are increasingly viewed as one of the league's most dangerous teams when firing on all cylinders. The atmosphere inside the arena was electric well before tip-off. Lakers fans, accustomed to marquee battles and dramatic finishes, arrive hopeful that their team could protect home court and continue building momentum in a crowded conference race. Yet from the outset, Dallas imposed its will. The Mavericks opened the game with crisp ball movement, spacing the floor beautifully and knocking down perimeter shots that forced the Lakers to adjust early. Every defensive lapse by Los Angeles was punished. Whether it was a quick catch-and-shoot three from the wing or a strong drive collapsing the paint, Dallas showcased an offensive versatility that immediately put pressure on the home side. The first quarter set the tone. Dallas pushed the pace in transition, converting turnovers into easy points and capitalizing on mismatches. The Lakers attempted to respond by attacking inside and drawing contact, but the Mavericks' defensive rotations were sharp. Help defenders slid into position, contested shots without fouling, and secured rebounds to ignite fast breaks. By the end of the opening period, the Mavericks had built a noticeable lead, and more importantly, established psychological control. The Lakers were already chasing the game. In the second quarter, the pattern continued. Dallas bench contributed meaningful minutes, stretching the floor and maintaining intensity while starters rested. The Mavericks' offensive scheme appeared almost surgical. Drive, kick, swing, and shoot. Each possession seemed purposeful. The Lakers, meanwhile, struggled to string together stops. Defensive communication faltered, closeouts came a step late, and the Mavericks capitalized from beyond the arc. The gap widened steadily, and frustration began to show on the faces of the Lakers' veterans. At halftime, the scoreboard reflected a growing disparity. The Mavericks had not only scored efficiently but also controlled tempo. They dictated when the game sped up and when it slowed down. That composure contrasted sharply with the Lakers' urgency, which at times devolved into rushed possessions and contested attempts early in the shot clock. Though the Lakers still possessed the talent to mount a comeback, they needed a dramatic shift in execution. The third quarter often defines NBA contests, and this night was no exception. The Lakers attempted to emerge with renewed energy, pressing higher on the perimeter and looking to disrupt Dallas' rhythm. For a brief stretch, the home crowd roared as Los Angeles strung together a handful of stops and trimmed the deficit slightly. But every time momentum hinted at shifting, Dallas responded with a dagger. Be it a deep three-pointer, a timely mid-range jumper, or a powerful drive that resulted in an and one. The Maverick stars led by example, but it was the collective confidence of the roster that truly stood out. Offensively, Dallas exhibited balance. Scoring was not reliant on a single hot hand. Instead, multiple players reached double figures, forcing the Lakers to defend the entire floor. The Mavericks' spacing created driving lanes, and their off-ball movement pulled defenders out of position. When Los Angeles attempted to double-team in the post, Dallas calmly found the open shooter. When the Lakers switched screens, the Mavericks exploited mismatches with patience. It was a masterclass in offensive execution. Defensively, Dallas proved equally committed. They contested shots at the rim, limited second-chance opportunities, and disrupted passing lanes. The Lakers stars found themselves working harder than usual for clean looks. As the third quarter wound down, the Mavericks had effectively reasserted their dominance, extending the lead back to a comfortable margin and quieting the arena. The fourth quarter became a test of professionalism. With a substantial lead, Dallas avoided complacency. Rather than settling for quick shots or losing focus defensively, they maintained structure. Each possession was managed with poise. The Lakers fought valiantly, attempting to ignite a late surge with aggressive drives and perimeter shooting, but the deficit proved too steep. The Mavericks answered every mini-run with composure, ensuring that the final minutes were free of suspense. By the time the final buzzer sounded, The 124-104 scoreline told a clear story. Dallas had outperformed Los Angeles in shooting efficiency, ball movement, and defensive discipline. The victory was not merely about numbers, it was about tone. It sent a message across the Western Conference that the Mavericks possess both the firepower and cohesion to overwhelm even storied opponents on their own court. In post-game reflections, the narrative centered on execution. Dallas spoke about preparation, film study, and commitment to team principles. The Lakers acknowledged missed assignments and lapses that proved costly against a high-powered offense. Analysts noted how the Mavericks' spacing and ball movement consistently forced defensive compromises, while their disciplined rotations on defense prevented Los Angeles from establishing consistent rhythm. For the Lakers, the loss served as a reminder of the margins in elite competition. In a conference where playoff seeding can hinge on a handful of games, dropping a home contest by 20 points carries weight. Adjustments will be necessary. Improved perimeter defense, sharper communication, and more balanced scoring contributions. For Dallas, however, the night represented affirmation. Their offensive system, built around unselfish play and calculated aggression, functioned flawlessly. The 124-point output was not the result of frantic pace alone, but of intelligent shot selection and trust in one another. Every player understood his role. Every possession had intent. As the season continues, this matchup may be remembered as more than just a regular season victory. It may symbolize a turning point in confidence and cohesion for the Mavericks, a night when their offensive firepower overwhelmed a franchise accustomed to controlling big moments. For fans in attendance and viewers nationwide, the game offered a vivid reminder of basketball's beauty when precision meets intensity. In the broader narrative of the NBA season, games like this resonate. They highlight the evolution of teams, the importance of depth, and the impact of discipline. The Mavericks' 124-104 triumph over the Lakers stands as a testament to preparation, chemistry, and execution. It was not simply a win, it was a declaration. And as the arena lights dimmed and players retreated to their locker rooms, one reality lingered. When Dallas plays with such balance and conviction, they are capable of overwhelming anyone in their path.